I'm hoping it works without any like hiccups. We'll see. So I see my face. Now we just have to wait and see if other people see. But I'll know soon.
And there's my number.
We got a bite.
Mm-hmm.
So I am here with my lovely assistant. You guys know and love him as JJ. Hey y'all. So I asked JJ what he would like to paint on his last day with us, and he said he wanted to do a Dutch pour with resin, but we're gonna do a little bit different. We're gonna make it a black based one. So I think it'll be really awesome and exciting, and I haven't done one like this, and we're also gonna debut a new color. I know. Super exciting. Saskia's in here, Kim, Gal, Angelique, Gina, Jen, Diane, Misty, Tara, Beth, baby doll Emily, and Roxy, and Holly. Anyways, hey y'all, and I hope you really enjoy this. Oh, also at the end of this, Jeff is gonna do something new. This is just gonna be a video of something new. So stay tuned.
All the news.
All the new news. Send me your news. You miss the stripper music?
Yes.
We haven't used that one in a while. It's not even on this computer, that's probably why. So, we have pre-mixed the resin, and we are using Art Coat by Stone Coat Countertops. You can find that on my website or on stonecoatcountertops.com's website. Just use the code YALL, YALL, all caps, no punctuation, to get $10 off your order, which is basically going to cover your shipping, which is awesome. Label your cups. Aww. Thank you, the thoughtful giraffe. So, I already know that black's going in here, but this is going to be the black with Stone Coat.
So black.
Can't even see because it's blown out, but there you go. Okay. Focus. Can't hear as well as normal for some reason. Is this giving feedback now? Can you hear me now? Is it better now? What about now? Is it better one? Or better two? Volume is still low. I don't know what to... What about meow? It's echoing. What about meow? So there was an echo, but what about meow?
Better, great, much better. Nailed it.
Sweet. Jen, I wasn't yelling at her. Okay. So JJ has pre-mixed this resin, so I know that it's perfect because JJ did it.
I suggest stirring it.
See, you make it sound like there's no possible way to mess up mixing resin. I am here to tell you that I've done it. You heard the story.
I've had a stick never cure at the bottom of the cup. Luckily the piece cured, but the stuff in the bottom of the cup never did. How that worked, I don't know. But
As long as it ended up working, I guess it's okay.
yeah.
Don't need that much. So when doing a Dutch pour with resin, it's kind of different because what we're ultimately going to do is kind of like trick it a little bit, because I want the larger cells that a black base tint will give me, but I can't just mix that in, because the idea is to blow your background color, which is usually white, into your color and then blow it back out. But if I blow the black base tint into my color pile, then that's going to make the base tint on top, and that's not going to work. So the remedy to that is to do a regular background color, which will be the Just Resin black. I'm going to put everywhere. I'm going to blow that into the color, and then I'm going to circle it again with the black base tint mix, and then blow it back out. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but also not, because reasons. I don't have to have a reason. Do what I want.
Make it do.
Make it do, people. Make it do. We are using, first of all, Black Cherry Wine by Resin Art. I haven't used this color in a while, but it's beautiful, and it's going to be a purple. Rooted pour. Give up. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this one. If you want to pick one of these other colors to mix, we're also using Plum by Just Resin. Looks like this. We're using Black from Just Resin. Looks like this. We're using that black base tint from Stone Coat. Looks like that. Casting Craft White. And a new called Purple Pop by Color Obsession. You guys have seen me use Pink Pop. It's beautiful, amazing color. But I haven't used the Purple Pop yet. As per usual, I'm really overloading my powder, especially since we're going to be using a little bit of heat on this piece to manipulate everything around. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, I need some alcohol. Oh.
Or this is a regular.
This is going to be the bigger one.
Yeah. Like a lot? What are you doing?
I'm gonna dilute this, so it doesn't need to be too much. So I don't mix my Stone Coat by weight, but I'm sure you could. I don't think it would be that different, but that might end up giving you a more, I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, you can mix it by weight. So I've got some rubbing alcohol here, because when you work with a flat powder like this, Pink Pop is a flat powder, which means there's no shimmer to it. There's no sparkle in it, it's just a powder. Jen, I hope you feel better. Get some rest, girl. So when you mix a flat powder like this, a lot of times you'll end up with freckles or tadpoles or measles or whatever you want to say, however you want to call them. That'll be fine, Gigi. You'll end up with those little flecks of paint that haven't mixed in well, just because it's just the nature of this kind of pigment. So to avoid that, just mix in a little bit of rubbing alcohol, a little bit at a time, and that will start to dissolve the pigment and make it easier to mix into the resin, and you'll more likely than not avoid all those little bumps of color that didn't melt into your piece. Ideally. There have been times where I didn't do this long enough and ended up with little chunkies anyways. So the idea is to allow your powder pigment to melt into the alcohol. The rubbing alcohol will ultimately evaporate, because we're not mixing the alcohol into this for any kind of like design elements. It's 100% just to avoid those little flecks of paint that don't mix in fully. So, and you can see that it's mixed in fully, and you don't have to like stress about mixing that into your resin and then seeing it. You can address it here and not waste the resin. Looks good. So now I have a beautiful, flawless color with no threat of tadpoles, ideally. I may have to mix more of it though. But isn't that a fun color? It is slightly translucent, so that's why we're working with the white as well in this piece. Whereas usually I would just let it roll with just the paste, but since there is a translucent, I don't want to risk it getting lost, so we're going to put the white in front of it when we start the blazing it around. Check. Plum. So this is a black cherry wine. I haven't seen this one mixed up in a little while. I wanted to make sure there was a color in here that was really shimmery, and this is going to do it. Looks like a sangria color. Hey y'all! Hey y'all, hey y'all! Okay, so the white I'm going to use, because it's on hand, is Cast and Craft White. I do have this in the store as well. If you're interested in any of these things, if you look down in the description box, dun, 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 you will see all of them. I have already pre-listed all of my paints down there for you guys with a direct link. Hey Carrie, bye Carrie. Thank you, Kim. Have a great day at work. It's nice and opaque. And now the last black that I'm going to mix up is a hybrid black between the base tint and the black base. And the reason why I do a half and half, not even half and half, a hybrid in general, is because I don't want to risk mixing too much of the black base tint into it, but I don't want it to be translucent either. So I've used a little bit of one and then a minute of the other. A minute. I can say that better, I promise. A minute amount of the other. Then you get the best of both worlds. You get a great opaque color, black this time. And you don't have to stress about your cells not staying, like them clouding out and just dissipating. Thanks you guys for all of the thumbs. Does anyone have any questions for JJ? Because I have him with me for another hour. And then he's gonna hit the road to Houston. That's gonna be an adventure.
Bam.
Yeah, he's got family down there, so it'll be good. Alright then, we have our color palette. Meow. Here is a lot of fun. So let's pull these down so we have room. And usually I go ahead and like grease the pan,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to with this one because we're gonna use this opaque black on the outside. But let's actually, let me think, yeah. Let's just grease it a little bit with some of this black, and I'll make more to go around it.
Alright.
So I missed what you were doing. I'm gonna do a reverse, no, not reverse, a midnight Dutch pour, because we're using black instead of white. And it's not reverse because essentially the mechanics of it are the same. I'm just doing it with black instead of white. And I'm kind of cheating a little bit in that I'm designating where the cells are going to go with, excuse me, Sarah, with being particular about where I'm going to put my black base tint. I just need to add a little bit more black into this since I mixed some white, some clear into it. Anyone else's jars get completely covered in colors that aren't the color that's in it, and then you have no idea what color it is? Can't be just me. Has JJ had a fun trip?
I've had an amazing trip.
Even though your team lost?
Absolutely amazing. Other than the football loss, everything else has been like, couldn't have been better. Yeah, the football team not showing up kind of sucked, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. So out of habit, I checked to see if I had any other colors on my hands, but it's not really going to matter on this because black. Hey Robin, share all the fun info. Do you have any fun info you need to divulge?
Not really. Just imagine Jeff, Mike, and Pam, copious amounts of alcohol, lots of music, lots of food, lots of fun.
That's the sum total of this
Pretty much
weekend.
this weekend in a nutshell.
Right? And then also some art. We arted a couple times. We tried to go live yesterday, and my computer rejected my, what is that? A microphone. I almost said speaker. That's not what that is. So we picked an awesome day to try to do this because you really need a thin resin, and it's cold out, so that's fun.
I'm sure. Okay, that's a
It's a very difficult, convoluted torch. I almost called it a heat gun. So we're pouring on one of the new boards. It's an ATD cradled board. I didn't show you guys the back of it because I'm a slacker. The true dovetail. I'll do better, I promise. Tattoo question mark?
Oh, well. He's right there.
It's healing well.
It's healing well, and then the bunnies mid-heel look kind of scarry and bumpy, but there's that one.
What happens in Texas stays in Texas. Unless it ends up on Snapchat.
Twinsies!
Also Van's here. And Scarlett's here.
My twin!
Yep.
So,
If you hear that.
let's add the color,
Alright.
JJ.
Which one would you start with? Light to dark? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I would just recommend putting that purple pop next to the white because we're going to need it to go over the white to stand out.
This one's got the blend. This one's.
Yeah, Robin, I have to take the boys in a bit,
Yes,
so
we do.
Alright, so
it's gonna be bold.
let's try this one. And then we said this something like this would be
Hmm?
cool. And not a super thick line.
Yeah, not a super thick line because you want to keep the negative space, and you don't want to make it too curly and curvy because we're going to be blowing it out
Right.
and blooming it.
That was definitely more, but I made sure his base
Wedding nice.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we're just basically gonna lay, stack,
Mm-hmm.
assemble these right next to that, right?
Yep. So the color that you need the most on this is whatever's going to be your background shade or your quote pillow color. So that's what you need the most of. You may have to mix some more.
Okay.
That color's so nice.
Now, should I put this one down and then do the white, or put the white down and then do this next to it?
I probably would put the white down first.
Okay.
Because if the white goes over it, it's going to hide it a bit.
Right.
Waiting for the local weather here in Galveston. Pamela, it is going to be chilly. Like, it's for real cold up here. And the wind is really blowing, so you're getting snow tonight in Connecticut. That's CT, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I know things. We didn't get snow really last year. I'm hoping we get a little snow this year. That purple's showing up a lot more than I thought it would over the black. It's poker night. Oh, Megan's showing off. She said, we're having a cold front here right now. It's 70. It's cute.
She got jokes.
She does. So I'm layering this only just resin black around it because we're going to push it into the puddle of color. Might as well just put that just everywhere.
Lay it all down.
Let that empty out. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat it up. We're going to blow the black into this color.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to circle it with this. And then we're going to blow it out.
Back out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ideally.
That's the plan.
Bowie wants to play in snow. I'm sure he does. He would absolutely love it. I have no doubt. So for this, I'm going to use the heat gun Intake HD6618. You can find that on our Amazon. And it comes with this platypus attachment. I don't know what it actually is called, but that's what I've decided it's called. And because it's cold here, I'm kind of using a little bit more heat than I would regular, but that's okay because we overloaded our powder and there's no stone coat in it yet. So once we put the stone coat down, I don't know why I just turned that off because we're going to need to
Below it over.
do the thing. Once we put the stone coat down, I'm going to turn the heat to like half.
You can take that one off.
That'll be fine for now. Do you want to do this part?
No, go right ahead. I'm watching. I'm learning. I've seen this done once or twice in acrylic, but not resin per se. Especially not with the black.
Alright. You got it covered for the most part.
Sweet.
Judy!
Hattie.
Yeah, he loves to get in Judy's pool. Alright, so now that we have that done, we're gonna circle it with the black that has the base tints. Seeing how that black cherry wine's kind of glowing through there, I almost wish there was more, but it's negative space, so we wanna be mindful. So now, I have this turned down to about half. Because I want the heat, because I want it to move more easily, but I don't want so much heat that it thins it out too much. I thought it would stand out a little bit more, the white and everything. Really thought it would do more. Yeah, good catch. You almost just knocked the same thing over twice.
No, that was a different one.
Oh. I was gonna say, it would make sense. It looks almost like Aurora Borealis the way it's coming in and out. Like that.
I like it.
But we have to do something to this
More.
other side. So it's too bright right there. So far, it's a very simple palette. We're gonna see if we can't wake it up some. What do you guys think? No worries, Denise. It's not doing me a whole lot. We may have to put more white in it. So what we can do is put the color line back beside it and just take care of it going that way.
Okay. I think I'll put a little bit more color down this side.
Okay.
Not quite half-inch wide or anything like that, but a little more than we started with.
Gotcha. Really like what that looks like. Like if it was in a circle, it would look like a flower. Thank you, Clara. Hi, Diane. Miasa. Kim. I want to put that color on more things now.
It's pretty, isn't it?
The plum color is basically that cherry, but without the shimmer. May have to, hey Saska, may have to mix up the bright fuchsia to throw in there.
And then we're going to want to do the white down here on the leading edge, right? So we're going that way.
Yeah, I would put it in the red next to that purple.
Cool.
Because that's the only real way that it's showing up on the side,
Okay.
is next to it where it went over that white. Right, Kim? Saskia has amazing videos. I wish my gloves fit snug. Or some smaller ones. Hey, Carrie.
Striking anything
Oh. At first,
The chocolate dessert
I was like, this is not that kind of show.
from the 70s.
JJ.
And I'm just showing it.
Totally okay. Alright. Let's try this again. There's a reason why this side has that awesome, like, scalloping, is because of your ding dong or whatever it was.
The
That's
icing.
Yeah.
Super fun. That's starting happening in here now. That's fun.
How interesting. We applied it the same way on both sides. And this one reacted and this side did not. Hey Annie, I had an amazing time on my birthday.
The contrast between the two, this almost looks like a reflection or shadow of that.
So, y'all,
It's so fun.
you're gonna have to do a true color video because this one's not gonna. I don't even think this is gonna focus.
You can stretch it a little too, huh?
Hmm?
Someone wanted some.
I like that.
I think it's beautiful. Let's just stretch it a little bit off the canvas.
Yeah.
The color right here. That way it'll grab. When we stretch it back a little bit, it'll stretch all our color.
You don't know? Oh, thank you.
It's just so interesting to me how different the sides turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, I love the scallop look. When I was at the Caters in Phoenix, I did a piece that had the scalloping in it.
You got a little bit of super light paint cells going on here too.
I'm really confused about why I didn't.
Pop off on that side, dude. Yeah, I just didn't have enough color down. It was not enough for it to get buried in the black. And then reemerge maybe.
Right. Whatever the case, I think this is a really fun looking piece. Is there anything else you want to add to it or adjust on it or? So I'm using this torch to pop the bubbles because if I use the heat gun, it's gonna also blow. And I don't want anything to be moved, so I'm using this to pop these bubbles. I like it.
Think about some silver.
You want to drop some silver into it?
Yeah, I can do it like this.
Sure.
And I like to like take over blowing it out, but put something like in the spine, how we call it, area maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Is that little, is the Molotov right there?
That stuff is amazing.
So we're gonna use Molotov's liquid chrome.
It's like somebody destroyed it.
I have it linked in my description box
Terminator. Put
under
it
the
in bottle.
Amazon store.
When you put that dot out in the paper the other night, it looks like
Pardon?
liquid metal. And then I stuck my finger in it 4 hours later and it's still wet.
We can't get it in chat.
The feed stopped working?
No, not the feed, just our. Okay. We can't get in it.
Oh, okay. We'll be fine. There's other mods. So you want to pull it through the spine?
I was thinking something down, you know, how you do with the gold,
Yeah.
just kind of like accent. I was just thinking maybe down the center of that spine might look kind of cool. Unless you have other ideas.
Mm-mm.
It's crazy that it's one continuous. Looks like liquid Terminator.
It does look like liquid Terminator.
It is so freaking shiny. And you can see everything reflection wise in that stuff. And the way that just kicks up the subtle bits of black in it from you driving the tool.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
The bright.
Mm-hmm.
You can put a little bit more of that through.
I'm not ready to get it, I can't,
You let it set up just for a second and then come back through it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give more of that break. And I really like that because the less like refined and purposeful it is,
Mm-hmm.
to me the better it looks.
Dude, that is like glowing.
I mean, can you just be like, Vam's here, but like they can't, like nothing's working. Hi everyone, have a great night. Oh.
Quite cool.
Yeah, but I keep trying. But I'm saying over my data, it keeps giving my data.
Those purples all mixed together look awesome too.
I agree. I didn't know that would be that exciting of a combo.
On that black background, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Especially with the white. Just enough white in there to go.
Hello. Right? I think it was a good choice overall, for sure. No, the chrome is not mixed with resin at all. It is fresh out of the thingy. I find that when you mix actual true metallic paints, like the spray paint based things, it kind of like dulls the metallic or dulls the shine. so I would avoid mixing it really. I'm super happy with this piece. Jeff is going to be posting it in the Poor People's group right now. Cannot wait to see how this piece sets up tomorrow.
Put this in the Poor People's group.
Do you want to do coasters or something with this, all this leftovers here, Erica?
Sure can.
Oh, nice, it like we did the other.
Oh, it's only mouths. So, what do we got?
Moissanite.
Moist tonight. Ugh. Ugh.
Can't remember. I think that was another snatch. Brad Pitt.
So gross. The N word should have never been invented. Or like by law, you can only say it if you're referring to a cake.
Cake, yes.
I can't think of any other reason why one would need to say that word. There's a few that I'm like, what? What? Why would you have this word?
Other than to get that reaction.
I can barely hear y'all. I wonder why. Let me see what I can figure out. Hold. Please hold. Turn all the way up. Is it better now? Now or now? Now? Now or now? Or now?
This could be bumpy. This should last a week.
Bye, Saskia. Thanks for coming by.
Bye. I don't have a phone. I can't say bye.
So it's good? Better one or two? So, Pamela, we are going to be doing the glass ornament videos here as well. I mean, definitely go watch Clara's, they're amazing. We're going to be doing them here on Tuesday. Alright, JJ. All of the coasters.
Sweet.
Be how many ounces?
I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe 4. I have no idea.
Kind of what I was thinking. actually
come
here
in the
physically.
end and like say hi. That's it. That's it. Anywhere.
Diane says I hear Vamp just fine. So while Bethany, I believe Judy does still have ornaments left, and you should definitely get some. They make the most beautiful things ever. I'm gonna make some for my mom. Over on the side, I'm mixing up some just resin diamond coat for a project that Jeff is gonna do for y'all, with y'all, around y'all, in front of y'all. Yeah. Fireball face. Who's got fireball face?
Fireball. Fireball.
The round clear coasters. I believe I just got some in stock. I didn't know it had run out online, so if you give me just a second, I will double check that and update it for you. Has anyone made a wind chime with the clear coasters? We've made window hangings with the clear coasters. That looks fun. Also, now you're just showing off. I don't know why I just did that whole piece like you couldn't have done it, JJ. Look at that. Thank you, Mary. We definitely do all work well together. She's refusing. You guys pour a lot of vortex?
Oh, thank you.
Erica, you want me and Scarlett?
Is there a second part to that question?
Meaning there?
Well, I know that people in and around the world want to say hello.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
You're not interrupting if you want to just hop in and say hello. Say hello.
Hello, Harry.
Pamela, I would definitely take you up on that. I think they're gearing up to come say hello to y'all. Hello, Nita. Joe says, ooh, that's JJ. New fan. New fan. Hi, Patricia.
I don't like to be social. Why can't you come?
I don't like to be social, so I'll go to somebody's house that's super social.
You made me laugh at Boogie out.
Try to make it do next dance.
Right?
Put a little boogie in it.
In other news, look how fun this piece is.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest I've ever seen anyone with a coaster.
20-minute manipulation for
20 minutes
4
later.
hours.
Swirls.
Yeah, it's not happening.
This is called raspberry filling. Alright,
Drop their tie.
now you have 6 more to go.
I don't think I have that much time with that resin.
No. Probably not.
No, I'll do a couple.
Yes, please do.
You good?
I said a couple, not all of them.
Make it do.
Make it do. My pleasure. This is the purple pop. Fun. So JJ, what do you have planned in Houston?
I am going to see my nephew, my niece, and my brother, and my brother's wife for Christmas break. I have not seen my brother in roughly 10 years. Saw my nephew about 2 years ago. I haven't seen my niece since she
Here I
was
come.
15. She's now 22 and married.
The loud one comes.
Should be fun.
Yes, Amy, it is.
Ooh.
That sounds super fun. So this is the Vampirus,
And the Q-tail.
also moose.
Hey, boo.
I can't read. It's too far. Everyone's saying hello, Vamp.
Hi, everyone. I can't read this far away. Oh, oh.
Education
Did you
system
knee
is
check
so-
me?
He does that. He'll
And
knee
you
check
put your
you.
tongue in my mouth? Okay. Did you knee check? You knee check me? What? And now he's staring at me. Oh, and he did it again, like on purpose.
He's upset that Cujo's up here and he is not up
Is
here.
that what's happening? You want to come up here too? How about if we, JJ, hold the Cujo. Hold the Cujo.
Yeah, sure.
You got a Cujo?
I do.
I
Okay.
think I have your hair as well. There we go.
Well, yeah. Come here.
He
Wait.
looks like, what is going on?
Where? Come here.
Hey, buddy, scary he is.
You're okay, Moo.
Come
It's
here.
okay.
Come here, boo. Oh, if you're gonna do the crazy eat your brother thing. No, crazy eat brother. Oh. Okay, down.
Love it.
Okay, that's right.
He wants Moo.
You don't want you just want your brother.
Do you say hi to all your adoring fans?
Hi, everyone. I don't know which. Hi, everybody. They're not adoring fans. They're like, get her off. But yes.
Chloe,
Nobody said that.
be sweet.
Thank you, Scarlett.
Let me go over here and read.
Hey.
Babe, do you want to use that?
Wherever you are. Hi, Scarlett. Hey, TD fam.
Oh, you made it!
You have a clear
Told
asked me
you.
to come over.
Told you.
In case it gets hot in the next 3 minutes.
It's really fun over here. And you're just like hiding. We're all hiding back. It's so fun. That way? What do we?
Yeah, he was just getting a little hype.
Okay.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Everyone said hi, Scarlett.
Thank you.
Fire.
I haven't caught any personal
Isn't that
fire
so
in a
pretty?
long time.
Cause
So we'll see what happens with that.
hi, Rusty. Hi, Judy.
Huh?
Joe Fish, Erica's doing all the pouring and everything.
It's fun.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Like wiser gray. That's why I like that. White.
The white over the.
Over the not black?
Yep. The white
Okay.
over that color.
Totally does not make sense, and yet makes sense. Because it's resin.
That's one way.
Because it's resin.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this down here. 'Cause
Let's use all, don't ever abuse resin. Use it. Throw a tile. Do it all the time.
yeah, I'm just trying to get all this out because Jeff's gonna do another little thing with JJ for a cleanup.
He says ATD house is filled with artists.
It is.
I mean, I feel like your house is just set up for all your friends. It's like, I feel like it's non-stop, like probably since you were born.
No, it is non-stop here. We have all the friends and all the artists come over, but that's what we like, so. Kind of keep it a social house.
Jeffish wants to know what colors these are.
So it is wild black cherry wine by Resin Art, plum by Just Resin, black by Just Resin, stone coat black base tints, casting craft white, and also pink pop by Color Obsession.
Jeffish now. She's gone on her state tour away from here.
What are you talking about?
Where's the next stop for her?
For who?
Doris, where's the next stop? She's on her tour.
Oh, she's going
Next
to
stop
see Jen.
is north.
Yeah.
No, sister. North.
It's true. She's going north. JJ, better quit that. You got a
So
long
sorry.
drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Starbucks and give me an extra grande super crack cup of crack. So.
Joe, you already know you can text them about all of your merch needs.
Alright. Last one.
Heard it. Yeah, those colors work really good together.
I agree.
Text Erica. She'll get you one immediately. Joe needs a hoodie for her festival
When is
needs.
When is the
Immediately.
festival?
Immediately. She's immediately.
Okay. Let's let Jeff and JJ take this space. Because that resin's about to set up.
Judy, I love you. Thank you for being here. Try running. Yeah, just right.
Come on, lady. Go relax.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is, since his piece got stolen out of the mail, I have this one that I've been wanting to do something with, and I'm glad I never did, because JJ saw something in this one because of the flat and the shiny that I did. So I thought, why don't we just put this black, make some black and do that over this, but not obviously cover the eyes, but maybe a line, put some here. You can tell me where or how much. I don't know, that's up to you.
Well, you just lay it out to kind of complement what you got already going on with the honeycomb and eyes. That's the only thing I was thinking.
Alright,
That one sort of looked masky, but that doesn't have to happen.
Alright, black, we just need the black, right?
Yeah. Next, this one here. I want cells, so that's that one.
Get some more gloves.
Judy was in your feed, by the way. I was very surprised. She was in your feed.
Right.
You're surprised Judy was in it? Like right now, yeah. Because she has it.
So she watches on her TV.
Oh, okay. She's just like me. She's like, I'm watching. I see everything.
Okay.
Here at all. I don't watch.
Bam.
I'm done.
We'll get close.
Sorry, y'all.
So yeah, she's
Good job.
like a show. Well, you can comment how well she can. She watches it on the
See
TV.
what it says. Thing so that it doesn't not want to open the next time.
Oh yeah, but
It looks like cookies now.
Yeah. Can't really see the sticks.
So what we'll do, you just want to kind of mimic that
Yeah.
style.
It's kind of the same thing you did on that one.
So what we'll do. We'll just start with a little bit. See how much it spreads out.
Right.
Got a charger right here.
I just don't. It's like a weird charge. Like I've always done some opposite charge.
Oh. Well, that one will work.
Like even my own, it gets really.
I don't see that one not working. This is what I use to charge my
Like that.
the bow video. Hey, look. I sure they love you so much.
If someone's watching my cat.
Who is watching your cat?
Yeah, that looks so venomous.
Yeah.
I dig that.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun.
It looks venomous, but also reminds me of Hollywood latex rubber pleather kind of look.
Yeah. I don't want to put too much. This is the stuff that pops itself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put too much fire on it. I don't want it to loosen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to get some help with the bubbles.
Get a little tension at the top of it. Oh, hell yes.
Look at that. That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? You show everyone my almost phone case.
the button. No.
The button?
Reservation.
Oh.
I'm so loud. We all know.
You know, could possibly look really sick on there. That liquid turnover. As an accent, possibly after that's dried. You know what I mean?
Oh. That wouldn't put that. I don't know because of this gold.
That's true. You might do a little conflicting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad way, but.
Stuff will be set up in like 12 hours. Sweet. Well, there you go, kids. Little Phantom-esque. What's up, Ocean? Alright. Alright, so that... What do you call it? You're done for the night?
That's a wrap.
That would be a wrap. So there you guys go. JJ gets his piece redemption. And I get to do one that like I get to this is done now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it and I didn't want to
What am
do
I
anything
gonna do?
until
What am I
it
gonna
you know, because stuff will come to me like, oh, do that, like kind of thing. So alright you guys. Thanks for joining us on this slow Monday night. And early. I know it's early. But we appreciate you guys coming, saying hi, and hanging out with us. And be kind to one another. You never know what somebody's going through.
Peace out, y'all.
JJ is on his way. Thanks, JJ. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Clara. Thanks, Scarlett and Doris and Teresa. And is her name Robin, the girl? The one that came to the class that we were calling Robin or Jennifer. Yeah, thanks guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I think 2 o'clock. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so yeah, right around 2. So yeah. So yeah, y'all have a good night. Bye.
I said bye.
I said bye.